First question's from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead, Bill.
Yeah, Dave. Dave Vassay wants to know what your message to the team was today.
Yeah, I think that it was a little. First off, welcoming the guys back. First time we've all been together since the World Series. A lot of those guys, checking in on them as far as the off season, getting back to work, appreciating what took place last year and how we got there. Talking about, what it means to be a Dodger, all that it encompasses on the field, off the field. Talked about Tommy and his passing and what it meant for me personally and all of us that knew him, for him to make the trip out to Texas, to Arlington, to watch us win the World Series. And then what it's going to take for us to, go through the season to win a championship in 21. As every year is different, every team is different, and how we're going to get there.
I see you have a locker set up for Tommy. How strange is it going to be this spring not having him around?
It's going to be different. It's going to be strange. I always enjoyed our interactions and seeing him once we start playing games. Seeing him make his way to the dugout, talking to coaches, talking to players, and just seeing that number 2 Dodger jersey around. So it's going to be different for me because I was spoiled in the sense that I had a lot of, one-on-one conversations with him throughout spring training as well as throughout the season.
The first workout today, what activity level did Cody Bellinger have? Was he full go? Did he take BP on the field? I saw him do his work in the cage, and I was actually on a different field today, so I didn't see him take swings on the field. My assumption is he did, but I didn't see him. But from everything I understand and hear from Cody as well as training staff, he's in a good place physically. And with Corey Knebel, if he gets back to the level he was at in 2017, he could be a real big plus for you guys. What are you going to be looking for to be able to tell if he's back to that level?
I think it's more of, I think the arm is, I'm certain the arm is healthy. He's healthy. Now, just, getting his body, the lower half, everything kind of where it needs to be. So mechanically he stays synced up. We keep him healthy. But yeah, the thing with Corey is that he's done it. He's a great makeup guy, great worker, and the skill set's really good. So my expectation is that he's a leverage reliever for us and going to pitch some big innings.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question's from Dave Vassay. Go ahead, Dave.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dave. Hey, congratulations on the award that you received. Well deserved.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I was wondering about Cody and just how limited he is. And do you expect him to play in the first week of games? What do you expect from him early on in camp?
Yeah, I think working back, I do expect him to be ready for opening day. If he's not, we'll adjust, and that's okay. I think that's his mindset. Where he's at currently, I think he's a full participant, but again, I didn't see him take batting practice on the field today, and he's got a good program with the hitting guys. So it could have been they want him on the field, they don't. So I didn't see him. But again, my assumption is he did. But where he's at right now, physically, right on track.
Dave, I'm sure you've had teammates and you've been around players that have had, some procedure on that front shoulder, whether they're a right-handed hitter or a left-handed hitter. And the guys that I've talked to, including Adrian Gonzalez, they've always said that, they may be in the lineup, but they just don't feel like themselves. Are you concerned that Cody may experience the same thing?
I'm not, because, that front lead shoulder,
in particular when you're hitting, affects balls that are away from you, and you can't just kind of control the barrel because there's an arm strength issue. But that's the reason why we were proactive in getting the procedure done, so he can go through that rehab process and regain his strength. So his mechanics aren't compromised. And so I expect full recovery and not to impede anything he does this year.
And I guess in honor of this being Ken Gurnick's first spring training not here, I'll ask the honorary Gurnick question. Do you have an opening day starter yet?
I am going to miss Kenny. We don't. I think that I do expect that announcement to be sooner than later. And we're still talking through some things. So I do know we've got a lot of viable candidates for opening day.
Okay, thanks.
You got it.
Next question is from Jorge Castillo. Go ahead.
Hey, Dave, did everyone report to camp besides K-Bird, I guess?
We have another player, a non-roster minor league player, and I think it's a visa issue. Jorge, I don't know who it is exactly. I think there's another player that hasn't been able to make it yet.
And K-Bird's still not here?
Correct. And I don't know. I don't want to put a timeline on it, but I know he's anxious to get here.
And how about health-wise? Everybody good with the testing? Got through okay?
Yeah. As far as on the COVID side, everyone tested out negative. Is good, doing well. Physically, the baseball kind of day-to-day soreness, that's a part of it.
And do you expect to have these sort of later days? Is that just a matter of the testing you guys have to do during the morning, or is this a baseball-related decision?
More baseball. I think the rest and recovery. Also, with the testing, to then ask guys to, show up here at 7 a.m. to get the testing, to get through our day. We can push things back. It just made sense to push things back up until games. We start playing games and let guys sleep a little bit more.
We talked